The opinions on the following podcast are those exclusively of the host and not 210 Culture as a whole. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 210 Culture podcast with Donna.
Just take away the fucking damn things already.
G. Very hard journalism research, and I went to Walmart to go get ice cream. And Dom.
The graham cracker ended up somehow getting impregnated by the tomato.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Phil Nelson, and you're watching 210 Culture, the best motherfucking podcast in the city.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 210 Culture podcast, episode 52. I'm G.
And Donna.
And of course, to the right here, we have the returning.
We have Roland back.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
So,
How's it going?
Roland is our third person now to be returning to the podcast.
Is he our third person?
Yes.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Greg was the first one and Roy.
Oh,
counts
yeah,
as a
that's
co-host.
right. I
But
just want to keep coming back.
But he's our. He's technically our second actual guest because Roy was a co-host.
Oh, yeah,
But
that's right. He's a co-host today.
yeah, co-host.
Technically.
Well, I mean,
there we go.
he's the guest, so whatever.
They can do the job. They can do the job.
Yeah.
And when we
can
pulled
pull through.
we pulled a last minute audible for our special guest. So Casper's been fired. Steve from TBC's on his way, so he may sit down here.
Yeah.
Later. So if you just see somebody go by, don't worry about it.
He's actually on his way.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you see him come sit down, don't worry about it. But
mind your business.
He's our special guest host, so we'll have
Don't
him.
ask questions,
Yeah.
guys.
He's our special host, so we'll have him start. What'd you do over the weekend? No. So like always, guys, we always started off with what we did over the weekend. So we'll start with Roland first. What'd you do there?
Nothing. No, I'm just joking. A lot of planning, man. I've been real busy. I got a lot of events coming up, but the Chignona one coming up, and just trying to finalize a lot of things and trying to spend time with my family as well too. So trying to juggle job and promoting, and
Yeah.
everything gets a little hectic sometimes. But baby, I love you. Hi. But no, it's tough, but it's good. You know, it all
Yeah.
comes together at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been doing. Yesterday we went to a wedding on my dad's side, which was really cool. It was actually down St. Joseph's, right here down the street.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I was like, we were in the
nice.
area down the street. It was cool. We had some good food and dancing, and my kids were having a ball with all their cousins and everything. It was great.
That's awesome.
And then today, of course, being with y'all, I had a meeting before this and just trying to get things situated with other events that we're doing, and it's cool. You know, it's busy.
Nice. So before we jump into this, I just kind of want to mention because I thought it was pretty cool. How did you guys come, or I don't know if you were like main involved, but how did you guys turn that Rolling Oaks place into a venue?
Oh, yeah.
Man.
That's
That's
pretty
true.
cool.
I should have told my buddy to stay. He was actually here with me. The owner of that venue
Mhm.
was actually together. So, what's up to Nathaniel? He was just here. I'll get him on here the next time.
Yeah.
He actually had a lot of support. A lot of support from the city of San Antonio and from Converse and all them shirts and all
Wow.
that. And it was just an idea that kind of like, hey, why don't we try to put a venue inside of a mall? And of course, he had to go through a lot of things to get it done, a lot
Right.
of permits and everything.
Mhm.
And but he got it. Quite a bit of money, I'm sure he had to spend.
Oh, yeah.
But it's actually been pretty good, very successful. I was kind of iffy about it at the same time because I was like, dude, it's a venue. Like when you go in there and you walk and you're like, the mall's so quiet, and then when you go upstairs to the venue and you start playing music, you're like, man, I feel bad, but it's badass.
It's one of those.
Like,
Oh, well, too bad.
yeah, you know. And then people are always walking by, kind of like, what's
What
going
is
on?
that? What is that?
Oh, get your asses in here, then, man. What the, but
$5 a pop.
yeah, exactly. No, it's cool, man. So if everything goes really well from what he tells me, then they're looking to do another one here in San Antonio,
Oh, nice.
which for me, I'm like thinking the one on 410.
I was gonna say Wonderland.
Wonderland would be
Yeah.
a great place. So
It would be great.
so yeah, that's how that came out. He of course he could tell you more in detail of everything. I'm just kind of like going based on what I know and everything. Great guy though, man. He's also involved with me on the event that we'll be talking about going on as well too. So he's been helping me a lot as well, and hopefully we're just trying to bring in bigger artists. But
Yeah.
hopefully by next year we'll have a grand opening for that. We're right now speaking with a company out of Louisiana to bring in a huge, big name. I'm not gonna
Top secret.
top secret stuff. Which if everything goes well, then we'll announce who it is and everything. But be on the lookout for that as well too. But Anthem Music, as a matter of fact, the guy owns a music school here in San Antonio. So kids that are up and coming, wanting to learn, become musicians, learn music, learn anything. That's what he does. That's how he got started.
Oh,
so he got started opening this school, which is in the Domain area. So he gets all the richy rich and he opened the school and it started from there. And then that's when he got the idea of like, well, let's get a venue going. Yeah. So that's where the venue kind of came out. And then Rolling Oaks Mall, which is totally different on the opposite side of town compared to his, I guess was just open for purchase. So that's where he's doing right now. And
it is. I mean, that mall's kind of like.
I love that. I love that mall for the fact that mall is literally, it's like a Frankenstein mall. They're just like trying to get things to stay open. That's the only mall I know that has a drive-through Chick-fil-A.
You know.
Yeah.
It's weird because when we had the bands loading in and we were in the back, and I was like, why are these cars lined up back here? And the lady was bringing out the food, and I was all like, y'all literally bring the food to the car. Like, I had no idea. I thought that was VIP. I thought it was VIP parking or something. And they were like, oh, yeah, get out the car, and we'll go park to your car. Like, no, man, it was a Chick-fil-A drive-thru. And I was like,
honestly, I don't even walk past the JCPenney's. I just go to the JCPenney's and that's it. Like, I don't even bother. Then I see all the Amazon trucks, like, in the back. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what all this is.
Yeah, we're like, is this like and then I think one time they had, like, tents. And we're like, is this like a female camp or something out here? Like.
And there's like Incarnate Word or something.
Yeah, they have a college there too.
It's crazy, man.
It's everything in one.
But it's cool, man. So we brought on our first national band that we brought down was Hollow Point, and we had a pretty good turnout. And then the following night he had a hip hop show, which brought in like 480 people. Wow. And it was cool because he was telling me that the hip hop artists were actually going and buying clothes there at the stores and changing before they would have. And so like at the end of that night, the next day, he was picking up all these tags from all these stores. I was like, hey, at least the stores are getting business, right?
That's true.
I was gonna say, watch next time, like with this time next year, there'll be like a barbershop and a salon right next door for that reason. And then they're gonna like build like a tunnel so you can go to the back. Watch. Yeah, man. So Nathaniel, I wish you all the best on that success. I'm glad to be working with him on that as well too. He's a very good partner, man. We have a lot coming up as well too. We're staying busy with him, and it's all good, man. So be on the lookout for that as well too. Like I said, I'll get him on the show so y'all could meet him and talk about all the good stuff he has and all that good, all that jazz and everything. And then our weekend was interesting, like always. We filmed with Roy, which was fun.
We
Monster
did.
Burger. We did a Monster Burger collaboration for Halloween. So that's
that place is good.
Oh,
yeah,
it's is.
Good. I got the 5-0 burger.
Oh man,
with the 2 creams.
Yes, yeah.
What have you gotten from there?
The one with what's the one called with the hot Cheetos and the
kukui?
The kukui. Was it the kukui?
I think it's the
kukui. Yeah, that one was really good.
Yeah,
that
and then
one's really good.
Well, she loves the Freddy Krueger one.
The Freddy
Krueger burger.
I haven't tried that one, but
it's good.
Yeah, so they take the bottom of the bun and they flip it upside down and make it into like a personal pizza.
Oh.
Yeah, so they put the sauce and the cheese on it, and then
Heart Attack City right there.
I was gonna get the blueberry muffin one, but they were out of blueberry muffins. So instead of a bun, they cut the blueberry muffin
in half.
And
they use
as a burger, and then
so you're making me hungry now. Stop. You're like.
Then we got the Children of the Corn, so they fry the corn with like a lemon pepper seasoning. It was really good too. Shout out to Monster Burger. That video is coming out next week or Halloween. We're still deciding.
That's gonna be good.
But it was pretty fun, and we had some fun stuff with Roy. Had a blast.
It was fun.
Shout out to Roy, who never watches because he doesn't have internet. And my Texans scored again.
Yes, sir. It's a good game.
So and then Thursday we did nothing. Right?
That's what we did. Fuck. We did that Wednesday. Thursday, I don't think we did anything. Friday, we didn't do anything.
Friday, we went to Mr. Diablo's for Taco
we went Mr. Diablo's.
Oh, nice.
So,
we got al pastor. Well, I got
Is he still right there at Frankie Diablo's?
That's
Wrong
Diablo's Tacos. So there's 2 now.
Wrong one.
Yeah, so there's 2 now. There's Diablo's Tacos and Mr. Diablo's. But they kind of rotate because Fridays Mr. Diablo's is at Street Fair.
Okay.
And then Sundays Diablo's is out there.
They didn't change that name. It's confusing.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's what we said.
It is confusing.
Well, a lot of people were like back and forth, and they were just like, well, I mean, they're not the same.
But they're both good though.
Yeah,
they're both very good.
Yeah.
It's not like they're bad. So.
And I finally had his tacos after like a year of talking to him and not actually trying it. So we had it the other Sunday.
That's true. We did.
And those beans were really good too. And then Saturday we went to Sarah's Barbacoa.
Yes.
off of Days of
Vala.
Vala.
Yeah, Days of Allah.
Yeah. They're kind of up and coming, is right?
Yeah,
because
they
they haven't
are.
been around.
Yeah.
They look really good.
Mhm.
The tacos and everything, right? Like the barbacoa, is it good? Did y'all
Yeah.
like it?
Yeah, it was good. I liked
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was there in house, and then they just started doing breakfast tacos now because they weren't doing breakfast tacos before. So now they're doing
Oh.
breakfast tacos. So now they have potato and egg and stuff now.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
I'm real picky about my barbacoa, man. Like,
Are you?
Mhm.
Yeah,
How do you
I
like
like-
it lean? I like it lean.
yeah, I like. Yeah,
I
I
can't-
don't
I
like
can't
it.
have
I
it
can't have it
fatty.
with the veins
Yeah,
and the fat
no,
and the
the-
ojos and everything. They just want the
Just
whole
puro-
head.
puro brains,
Yeah, I
though.
know. I gotta have it
That's
all
it,
meat,
nothing
man.
else.
Well,
Yeah.
that, and then I hate it when it's like. I mean, a lot of people like when it's like extremely greasy, whereas like the manteca
Oh,
going
hell
down your
no.
arm and all that.
Mhm.
And people are like, "Yeah, that's the true." I'm like, "Nah, hell no, that's just a messy ass barbacoa."
Do you
man.
add
That's-
salt to it though?
No.
A lot of the times, no.
No,
So it's good barbacoas when you don't have to add
and
salt.
it has a flavor.
Yeah.
So when you're eating it, you're like not having to add like yeah.
Well, then you need to try the barbacoa quesadillas from these guys
It's good?
because, fuck yes,
Yeah.
it's hella good.
Ah, God.
I love their barbacoa quesadillas.
Man, we should have had them bring like a couple pounds. Been like, hey, can you bring a couple pounds in?
We should have. I don't know if they make barbacoa like every week or every day.
Next time we could have
but
been
yeah.
we could have been making tacos and passing
Oh,
them
yeah,
out.
that's true. Have them sponsor us or
Well,
some
once
shit.
again, this is the Menudo Madness. That is the 210 Culture Podcast. So any Valcoa places watching, you want to sponsor us and bring us Valcoa for the shows?
Sarah's
We'll
barbacoa.
Hold on, but make sure I'm
Shout
on.
out.
But make sure I'm on that Sunday though, guys. If I'm not on that Sunday, then don't do it.
Right?
Well, we're taking applications for a co-host. I'm just
yeah.
saying.
Hey,
Hey.
sign me up. Where do I put the application?
we have
at?
a long criteria, okay?
Yeah,
so-
I
Yeah,
know.
you just got to be available on Sundays. And then, of course, I know we forgot already, but 20 minutes into this now. Our sponsors.
Yes.
Shout out to Southside Craft Soda. Who keeps bringing us that
Southside.
wonderful soda, who has the limoncito getting ready to be bottled up
Yes.
that we still have yet to try. Andrew, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Be in your office, man. I've been wanting to swing by and try some, so be in your office. And of course, wonderful Southtown 101 for having us here in this
Yes.
wonderful studio, and Pub Sports Radio, where you're hearing this, watching this, seeing this. And if it's during the week, you're eating lunch with us Mondays through Friday from 12 to 1. And hopefully this isn't the fourth time you've heard it, which if it is, it's cool. But you might need to get some friends. You might need some friends if you're watching this on.
Yeah, so y'all can watch together.
if you're listening to this 4 days in a row, Monday through Friday, while you're at work. So, but it's okay. We don't all have friends. Like
And
I
our
said.
other sponsor, CBD,
Oh yes, Natural Height CBD off of Nacogdoches.
which y'all need to bring back those gummies. I'm just saying.
Yeah, if y'all are watching, can y'all eat some more gummies?
Mhm.
We can't
Yep.
eat the creams.
Yo,
I
we
mean,
can't eat the cream.
creams are
Sorry.
nice, but I would prefer to eat some gummies.
Hey, where's the cream at? I'll eat the cream.
right there.
Right there you
Hey,
go. That
you know
li-
what?
Little black top.
I actually just had a sandwich from the guys here at 101.
Mhm.
It was actually pretty damn good. So
Which one did you get?
Which one?
it was. I don't think it's on the menu. I think they just kind of made it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
badass.
They do that a lot.
Yeah, they do.
I was like, what
They
is
hook
this
you
one? They're like, we just made it. Just eat it. And I was like, okay. But it had
Don't worry about
sausage.
it.
It had the sausage, egg. It had avocado. It had tomato. It had, on the toasted bun.
Mm-hmm.
It stood about like this high, and I was like, ah.
Damn.
So yeah, no, it was really really good. Shout
You
out to
should
these
take a
guys, man. The
picture.
kitchen is good. I know.
They've done for us. They do buffalo cheesesteaks.
We
He
I
tried
had.
them.
They
Yeah,
were
he
good.
tried them
They were
last
good.
week,
They
yeah.
were damn
I was like,
good.
yeah, what's up? And he was like, yeah.
And then you pay a little bit extra. They'll also put like if you get the loaded fries, they'll put like a full chicken breast. They'll cut it up.
Oh,
and put it on
nice.
top.
Mhm.
That was pretty good.
Man.
Yeah,
but
they hook you up here at Southtown 101 for
Speaking
sure.
speaking of that, y'all show, man, the 2000 show, man. Congratulations on that. It was
Thank you.
awesome, dude. I came for a little bit, got to hang out, I was hanging out actually with Jennette and Roger,
Mm-hmm.
and man, yeah, I was like, it got packed really, really quick, and the music was, the beer was flowing, the music
Mhm.
was going, everybody was dancing. I was like, dude, there was this guy, I don't know if y'all know him or not, but he was like nonstop dancing the whole night, like since it started.
Was it the one with the hat?
Yes,
Yes,
like, he was
I know.
like-
He was like,
I was like,
on
bro.
it.
I was like, bro, you're making me lose weight just looking at you, dude. It was like this dude. Was
And it
like,
didn't even
so-
matter what song. Like, it would transition to different songs, and he'd just be like,
He-
yeah.
he was right
He
there,
was
like,
like
"Damn,
sweating up
bro."
a storm and everything. I was like, yes, you are killing it.
He's doing the cardio for us. On
He
Is
was.
that the one that has the? I think that's the same guy who the other time when we were here, he had his dog, and he was doing the same thing.
Oh, was
When
he?
we
I
were
don't
in the
know.
middle, I think it was him.
Yeah, there was like a small
Probably.
dog running around. He was like telling everybody hi and dancing on everything. It might have been
Oh,
the same
man.
one. I don't know.
I know.
That's
Even the DJ had fun because he
Yeah.
follows the Callejeros all the time. So
Yeah.
when he got to play, they let him play the little I forget what the fuck it's called. something that goes.
the little fiddle thing, the little
Yeah.
the little yeah, I know what it's called. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, so they got him like they were like
Yeah.
does anybody can anybody want to come and play? And he's like, I'll do it. Right on stage. He was like, I was like, well, there he gets.
He was already jumping on the stage and everything.
Yeah,
he
I was
was.
like,
He was ready.
He got to live the dream of playing with the band.
Yeah.
And here comes our special
Here
guest,
comes
co-host.
Steve.
Here comes our
What's
special
up?
co-host. What up, man?
Hey.
What up? What up?
What up? What
With
Yeah,
up?
his
this side
Lone
right here.
Stars.
Yeah, thank you,
Here
Papa.
was his ribs.
I saw you were empty. I was watching.
What's up, man?
How are y'all?
Good.
Good. How are
Man.
you?
I am good.
So once again, our guest co-host. Since we have a co-host spot open now, so you're our guest co-host. We'll just put,
Yeah, let's put this
Yeah,
this
good.
way.
Hey,
I
you
haven't
don't
even.
know
That's
how
my
to put
first
'em
beer
on?
too. What's up, guys?
What's up, brother?
How's everything?
Good.
We're glad you're able to make it.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here. It was.
It was one of
Very-
those. We all looked at each other like, "You didn't tell him. You didn't tell him. We should have told him." But then we're like, "He was like, I'm just give him a call."
Yeah.
Bro, so I had people at the last minute like just kind of jump on me, so I was like, man.
It's
so
all
when
good.
when he said it, I was like, yeah. Let me call him. We'll get one.
Yeah, I'm always on the south side on Sundays.
Mhm.
Gotta go
Oh,
to
well,
Dad's.
good.
Well,
There
the
you go.
Cowboys, you know, I like I would say, I like the Cowboys, but I like them just because my dad does. Because if we don't like him, he'll beat our ass. So either, you know. So and a lot of
Literally,
people
he's
that buy
like,
TVC, you know, they're Cowboy fans. Can't hate on them. So.
Oh.
Oh man.
Hey, you gotta be nice.
I was
Yeah,
just
I
saying
guess
that's kind
so.
of ironic that you only have one blue cap out of the fact that you got a bunch of Cowboy fans.
Yeah, I'm not really a blue fan,
Wow.
man. It's pretty crazy. But hey, that had sales though. I need to bring it back. It's coming soon. So yeah.
Nice.
But
So I guess we can jump into the event. So next week, October the 12th, is the Fight Like a Chignona event, a benefit for our good friend Jennette Salinas Arocha, which you've known forever and ever. So if you want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So me and Jennette, man, we go way back. School days, man. Probably like middle school. She was real young. We've been friends ever since, man. I consider her like my little sister, dude. She's really cool. We always kept in touch. So when all this happened, just recently of her being diagnosed with cancer and everything, and for me, it kind of hit home because it's like, man, you know, when you know people for that long and friends, especially that close, it kind of like it sucks, man. I wasn't too happy to hear about that. So I had reached out to Roger because at that time I knew I didn't, you know, at first I was kind of like getting in contact with her, but then everything was getting close to her having her surgery. So I was like, let me step back a little bit and let me get in contact with Roger.
Right.
So when I had brought it up to them, like, hey, has anybody tried to at least do a benefit for y'all or considered? And they're like, no. I was like, well, you know, let me see what I could do and
Right.
try to put something together. What I do production wise, I'm not saying it was a little bit easier for me, but you know, they're like, no, you don't have to, and you know, it's something, you know, they were kind of like, they're
Hesitant
for it,
about
but
it.
it kind of like we don't want it to be out of your way. And I'm like, dude,
Right,
if
yeah.
I'm in the scene already, and if I could have, you know, make this a simple thing for me, then I would love to. It would be an honor for me, really, to do it for y'all,
Yeah.
really, you know.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So after that's when they got in contact with me, and they're kind of like, hey, we want Larry, which is her brother-in-law,
Yeah.
which is Andy's husband,
Yes.
her sister. So they wanted him to get in contact with me because they're like, hey, he's the same thing. He's a comedian, but he has a lot of connections. So we want him to be a part of it. After that, me and Larry connected, and he was just kind of like, man, I know a bunch of people. And I was like, dude, yes, let's do it. Let's
Right,
make this
yeah.
happen. So a lot of it had to do with Larry Garza. Dude, I hope you feel better. Shout outs to
Shout
him
out
as
to
well,
Mr.
too.
Larry.
Much love, man.
Yes, sir. Much love, man. Him, too, I know he's going through some stuff. and
Yeah, for sure.
He had to kind of like, you know, back out of it as well, too, which I totally understand. But we were able to get the whole thing done before all that happened. So,
Right. Yeah.
you know, we were kind of just on the waiting game on the date to come out, and then unfortunately everything happened with Larry as well too. But it's turned out great, man. It's gonna be an outdoor thing. It's gonna be at Fitzgerald's Bar, which is off of San Pedro, and we're gonna have the outside stage. We're gonna have Face Down, and we're gonna have Crystal Torres, which is a Tejano artist from San
Nice.
Antonio. So what I like about this event is that we've had literally all genres wanting to come in and be part of it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and they're also going to have raffles. to raffle off to raise money. And they're gonna have a guitar. Ramon is doing a guitar.
Sweet.
Raffling off a guitar and everything, and baskets as well too. Not just that, but I was able to get in contact with y'all. So
we
Donna
provided the food truck portion of it.
Yeah.
We're getting Sunny Blingos. They're Tex-Mex
awesome.
Asian.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad because I forgot the last one. I think it was like Los Gallos.
El Rojo,
El
Gallo
Gallo Rojo. El Gallo
Yes,
Rojo,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
So they're going to come out.
That
and
red chicken. For all you Tex-Mex out there.
The big red chicken.
Yeah, and so
Chicken's
Dominic,
good,
I
chicken's
mean, as soon as I told him what was going on, he's like, yeah, put me in there. Like, it doesn't matter if y'all want to donate, everything. I'll donate everything or anything. It just doesn't matter. I just want to be a part of it because I just want to be able to, help her out in any way that I can.
And that's one thing I want to stress out too, man. A lot of people don't understand like how much it really means for us to have vendors and truck vendors and any type of vendor that is willing to do that, man, because you don't find that a lot.
Right.
A lot of people want to be part of shows. I get it, man, but when it comes to them making their money, they're like, no, man, my money, man. So for them to do that, total respect, man. Hats off to y'all. Thank you for all the vendors and all the people involved in this and doing that and helping out because it really does mean a lot. It really does. And I hope it continues, man, because I hope we're able to do more events like this for a good cause for other people who need it. Because when vendors get to see this and food vendors, no matter what you are, any type of vendor.
What's the start time on that, man?
It's gonna be at 7:00. Is gonna be the start time. So we're gonna open the doors, I believe, at 6:30.
Cool.
Get enough people to come in and get situated and all that.
Yeah.
And of course, Axe goes on at 7:30.
Yeah. Shout out to Axe.
Yeah, right.
He's killing it.
So from 7 to 7:45, we're gonna have Face Down outside, and then from 8:30 to 9:15, we're gonna have Crystal Torres, Rebecca Valdez, Magali de la Rosa, and then of course indoor. It's gonna be actually 7:45 to 8:30. We'll have DJ Axe starting off the main stage inside.
Nice.
Very good kid. Shout out to him. Thank you for doing this as well too, man. 9:15 to 10 o'clock, we'll have the recast. From 10:45 to 11:30, we're gonna have Yoshimoto. And then, I hope I'm saying it right. Sorry. And then at midnight we'll end it off with Big Bang, which is gonna be an '80s cover band.
That's cool.
Yes.
Have you heard about them guys?
No.
Yeah,
I don't know,
Sean
but
They're pretty
Nation.
good,
and I
man.
like 80s.
It's awesome.
Yeah, Sean Nation is a vocalist on that one. Very good guy. Thank you for helping out on that one as well too. Real known in the community scene. Big artist as well too. So, Big Bang is a really really good band. They're a bang.
Bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Real good band, man. Real good guys. So yeah, if you like any type of that '80s, early '80s, '90s,
Hell yeah.
that's a
like
band to
80s,
watch,
90s.
man. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good mix.
Nice. Steve, are you going?
I'm gonna try to make it out there. Yeah,
Nice.
I should be. Might probably won't get there in the beginning, but I'll get there.
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, we're kind of the same way too.
Yeah.
This weekend and November 2nd, everything just falls and
I
everybody
swear,
everybody has shit going on that
Yeah.
weekend. But we're definitely that's our last stop for the night. And that's where we're gonna pinch tent and get drunk.
Yeah.
There's just so much happening next week that it's just
Yeah, because like my sister, she has
crazy.
she just opened up an eyelash business in Floresville, so she's gonna be part of the Peanut Festival parade. So at like 7 in the morning, I gotta be out there.
Oh, man.
And then Roy's gonna be out there too for the Fideo local. They're on the float.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
parade.
yeah.
So he's out there too. And then I have to like make the connection so they can like do the interview together on that.
Sweet.
And then I gotta come back because I'm pretty sure we probably have to film.
You're gonna be tired as hell, dude.
I know.
Yeah. No shit.
And then
It's crazy.
then after that we have Mil Specs having their 1 year anniversary party in Spurs. Jesus is
Mil
gonna be out
Specs
Hey, I
there.
tell you what,
Promoted.
man. Mil Specs. The owner, I forgot her name.
Alyssa.
Alyssa.
Yeah.
Great DJ.
I was gonna say
She's
she
a great
DJs,
DJ as
yeah.
well too.
Yeah.
But their mechanic shop has come up a long way, man. Like
Yeah.
they've hustled, man. What a way to
Yeah.
do it, right? As a
That's good.
husband and wife type
Oh,
thing, and
yeah,
them
for
doing it
sure.
together. It's like, dude, that's
Yeah.
awesome, man. So big shout out to them.
I
as
do
well,
have
too.
some comments. Natasha from Mira Metals. Shout out to Ms. Natasha. He says, "What up, y'all?" And Albert, which is Natasha's husband, says hello. Natasha says, "Love Larry." And
Nice.
she says, yes, DJ X. And then Jennette says, I'm crying, guys. I fucking love you guys and appreciate everything you're doing for me and my family.
Oh, thank you.
And, of course, Natasha's event, the Masquerade Party, is on October the 19th. And
Nice.
that is to, I believe, raise money for...
Fiesta Especial.
Fiesta Especial.
Her son's running there, so they have to like
Really?
raise funds for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they've been
that's
having miscellaneous events throughout. They had last week they had a Loteria. Axe was out there too. And
Yeah, I
was
saw
like,
that. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And then he's also DJing the Masquerade as well. So they've been working. with
He's
him a
actually
lot.
DJing right now.
Is he?
Like
Yeah,
right now,
he
right
is.
now?
Yeah, right now,
Oh,
right now.
Is he
wow.
really?
Yeah,
Is he out here at that blue brick
he's
or not?
he's somewhere, dude. I didn't really see where it was, but he was.
Hey, I tell
he
you
was
what,
getting
that
it.
kid gets around, man. He is
Yeah.
like, I'm so glad.
He was our like third alternative when the DJ build.
Yeah.
That was like the second on the list. The only reason I put him second was because he had that skating ring.
He had another event already.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it ended at 9, and I was like, well, I need him to be like performing at 9, and I don't need him like to come. So I was like, well, worst case, maybe we can squeeze him in like at the end or something, do like 2 DJs. But yeah, I was.
And then Natasha says Sunshine Cottage, smiley face. I don't
Well,
I don't know what does
we
that
don't get that
mean,
one,
Natasha?
Natasha. You wanna
elaborate?
Can you call in and please explain to them?
Call in.
But-
Hey, one more time. I forgot a couple of things.
Sure,
We're
go
gonna
ahead.
have some of the vendors are gonna be Barbacoa Apparel,
Yes.
Calaveras Tattoo, Creative Works, and Soil Nature 101 are also
Sweet.
gonna be there as
Soil
well
Nature
too.
101.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
we did get the food trucks, right? We mentioned the
Yeah,
food
yeah,
trucks.
we
Okay,
mentioned
cool.
the
Awesome,
food
awesome,
trucks
okay.
already.
Yeah, so
And,
big shout out to all the vendors. Thank you for helping out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, as far as my side, as far as how I know Jennette, I work with her. She's a really badass coworker. When she first came onto our department, she had a resting bitch face. So I was just like,
Damn, like
yeah, she did. You see, like, yeah, she has a resting bitch face. So yeah, she does. And so I was kind of like, but then like, you know, we got together and we like, they put us to work together. And so that's how I ended up like, you know, she's one of my good friends.
Yeah.
And just to give you all a little backstory on her, she was recently diagnosed with stage 3, grade 3, neoendocrine cancer of the stomach. Most neoendocrine tumors occur in the lungs, appendix, small intestine, rectum, and pancreas. She had surgery in the beginning of September, and the tumor was hitting, I believe, the top of her pancreas, small intestine, and large intestine. So they had to remove the tumor, which was a baseball-sized mass, and they removed most of her stomach, her large intestine, and some lymph nodes. She's currently recovering, and she's actually doing really well, which her catchphrase is "Fight like a Chignona," and she's definitely doing that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And
Which is the name of the show as well, too.
Yeah.
Chignona,
Chignona, right?
So that's awesome, man.
yeah, I'm just laughing because she says it's to keep strangers away. Her resting bitch face.
And to go back on the whole Sunshine Cottage, that is the name of the foundation that Natasha Meadows is donating all the money to.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
So that's where it's
Okay.
going to. It's a school for
Awesome.
deaf kids in San Antonio.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So that's where all the profits go to that. So if they
Yeah.
have any events, go and show out. That'd be
That is
that's
awesome.
up there. So
That is
yeah, I
awesome.
know they're having a bunch of miscellaneous stuff going through. So, and that Masquerade we forgot to mention is going to be at Jokesters 22 down the
Oh
street.
yeah, it is.
On
I
that
have
Friday.
not been there. How is that place?
I know.
Oh,
it
it's
looks crazy.
great. I
Is it-
like it.
Yeah. We're
Awesome.
actually going there after this because we have an interview with Laura D. from-
Yeah,
Laura,
Laura
she's
D.
there?
She's gonna
Yeah,
be
she's
there
gonna be
at
there.
6:30.
She is actually gonna be performing. I can't think. We have a couple of their artists performing with that work with Studio 16
Oh,
as
really?
well too,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Check out all the
That's
interviews that
one.
we've done so far that if you haven't seen it. We had Angel on last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw
That was
a good
fun.
one.
And
Yeah,
then
Angel.
we're gonna have Laura on possibly tomorrow, maybe next week, depends on how I feel after we film. If I
Yeah,
want to
just
go ahead
depends.
and get all of that done.
Very
But-
good artists though, man. Like coming up in the music scene in San Antonio, they're doing really really well.
Mhm.
It's especially Angel, man. It's like her music video and everything is just, man, busting out, right?
Yeah,
Like, that's the way
it's
to do
good.
it though, man. Get a lot of support from the locals and everything. You just need that one song to hit, man. That's all you need, man.
Right, yeah.
I know.
yeah,
And then
so.
Shout out to Donnie Canvas too. We did his interview the other day.
He
That
would
was-
definitely be a part of the show
Donnie
as well
Donnie.
too. So
That's cool.
of course, famously rocking the Chingon cap at
Oh,
Chingon
yeah.
Fest.
That made my day.
I forgot to put that part. I was trying to put it in there, but we ran out of time to edit it into the video. But in the interview, but
That's cool.
we get it in there. I don't know where I'm going from here.
Huh?
I said I don't know where I'm going from here.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so we're just
Yeah.
gonna. We didn't have time to post it, but we're gonna save the question of the day for the end. But the question of the day is going to be, what is your favorite type of pan dulce? So y'all guys can save your
man.
answer for the end of the show.
Damn, dude, I gotta.
But
I got so
Well,
many
you
of them.
gotta
There's
think
all
about
good.
it.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you wanna talk? Are we have more to talk about here? Or are we kind of floating around? Or do you have anything else to say?
No, not really. Just for everybody that has time or would like to come out, definitely to come out.
Yes, yeah. It'll be $10 at the door, and you can actually purchase tickets on Eventbrite as well too. There's a link on the website, on the Facebook link, that takes you there and everything, guys. So please come out to support, all for a good cause. Jennette, we wish you the best.
Yeah.
Larry Garza, we wish you the best. Speedy recovery to both of y'all. We love y'all both, man. So
yes,
thank you for letting me be a part of this and letting me take over for this. And I tell you what, man, I just found out that a good friend of mine that I grew up with, and same thing, family, friends, and everything. He has to have a kidney transplant as well too. So that's gonna be my next show. I'm gonna actually want to get some shirts made that have his O positive, and all the information to get in contact. Because for me, I see it as like if we could help out in the scene and help people out in any way, in that sense, man, let's do it. Let's come together.
Oh yeah,
This is what we're here for, man. So. He actually works here. His name's Miguel Espinosa. He's actually one of the waiters here as well too, and
Really?
real good friend of mine.
Oh,
So
wow.
when he expressed to me as well too that he was like, man, I'm on the list for kidney transplant. I was like, dude, what? Like, jeez, dude. Like, okay, cool, man.
Just
so
say
I was like,
something
do
that's
you
right
know,
after
do you know your blood type? And he was like, yeah, O positive. So I said, let's do it, man. So that's gonna be my next thing to put together. So if vendors and artists and all that, I'll be getting in contact with them. We'll put that together.
we can get something going, man, for sure.
Of course,
Sure.
dude,
If
of
you
course.
need anything from us, let us know.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Yeah.
I don't know if you got to catch our episode from last week with Daniel.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was talking about how he started developing a menu for people with kidney diseases because they couldn't. They have a special menu, like a special requirement that they eat.
Yeah.
So he's starting to do that too, and he's trying to spread word on that like there's a special menu.
That's awesome.
I would love to link up with him on this one as well too,
Yeah,
man,
that
because
would
that would
be
be so
awesome.
great to have him out there as one of the sponsors and what we're doing and everything as well. So other people could see what he's about. It would help him a lot as well.
Yeah.
Too, so.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to Daniel as well, and we're working on something special with him. He caught last episode. That's in the works. We're making that work. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Nice.
But that's fun.
Are you gonna leave these two?
I know, they know.
I'm like, what?
Well, they
I
know.
know,
Well, we'll tell them after.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It involves.
Fine.
It involves eating. We'll
It
leave
involves
at
eating.
Dang.
that. It involves.
He's like, I'm
always
in.
good.
It involves eating and frijoles.
Where's it at?
We'll leave it at that.
I love it.
So
was eating right
Albert kind of already answered the what's your favorite pan dulce?
Oh.
And he said, I like my wife's pan.
Oh wow!
Dang.
Shout out to
Cochino.
that. Oh my
That's why-
god!
that's why-
PG-13,
That's
man.
why. That's why they have all them kids.
I guess that one's always warm, huh?
No need for coffee.
It's hot and ready.
That's Little Caesars.
He's like, just pour a little bit of
My
milk
bad.
over it. It's done deal.
And Natasha says that we're happy to help too if we
Oh, I
can.
thought you was gonna respond.
No. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna have a full conversation in there.
Oh.
She's like,
man.
that's right, baby.
She's like, Paneria's open. Come on.
24/7.
Oh man!
Run.
But yeah, they're happy to help too if they can with the event. If
Awesome.
you want to reach out
That
to
is
them.
fucking
Yes, of course. Thank you.
And of
thank
course,
you guys.
if you're looking to make medals, if you're watching this and you need somebody a hookup for medals, reach out to them. They still got time to make medals for Fiesta next
They
year
do.
coming up, or
Oh.
just regular medals. If you have a event like a track and field event
I got something coming.
or a chest event,
Metal?
Metal.
Ooh.
That's actually what I want to talk to you about. I want to bring out Steve, brother. I know you got some new stuff coming up, man.
Yeah.
Let us
I was-
in.
I
The
was working my way
commercial
that
and
way.
everything.
Well, I've talked to them before. What do they call it? The ones over here? The metal?
Mina medals.
Mina
yes,
medals?
Mita medals. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just told her we would get something going and see what happens. And I have to send her something.
Get
and-
one that like the beard just grows, like you push the button.
Well, I have a new.
Oh,
Dang, how does that work?
Well, because they have one that's a lechuza that's coming out that it's an owl, and then like in the middle of it, there's like a little button, and you slide the button up, and then the wings open up.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. You can do like the
no,
beard and slide it
the
down.
beard could have
beard
the Lone Stars pop up.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be
That would be cool.
Yeah, man, I've talked to her, so I think there's something in the works. Just I gotta send her some stuff. But I got new pins coming out too, the new Chignona pins of the beard with the new YouTube beard logo. So I got
Yes,
those. We
and
did
that pre-sale already started as well.
It started. It actually ended yesterday, but I can take
Jeez.
today. I can take today. It's all good though. And I just gotta send a Ben. Sorry, Ben. I'm gonna have to call you up again. But yeah, we got those going on, man. And then like I said, I'll have those shirts. I have October 19th coming up. We're doing the Wild Dog show here at the Liquidation on Carolina Street, and
Nice.
Sponsored by Lone Star, so get your ass out there, you know. And we'll be doing that. And then my next big event that I'll be probably shooting, I am shooting promo video, is what is it? November 2nd. That's the Barrio Muertos with the Eternal Steel culture. Yes. So we'll be doing that. I'm gonna be doing that.
That's gonna be a
promo
good
there.
one, man. Right
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of people out there. I should have the Lone Star Lords from the South Side, and see how that goes. And then it's just gonna be fucking Chignona, bro. You already know. Yeah. So I have all that going out. I got new hats coming out. So
Bro, no, I'm not gonna
but you
lie,
gotta be
man.
there.
Your new merch that you've been posting on Facebook and everything, dude. It looks wicked, bro. It looks good.
Dude, it took a little time,
good.
man. But shout out to Martin. He's a tattooist. I was gonna say off the clock, but he doesn't work off the clock. He works. It's right there on. I don't even know. It's on the west side, but sorry, I can't even think. But yeah, he's the one that did my logos, man. He just threw some stuff at me, and I'm like, dude, let's do it. And shout out to him. It wasn't for him, you know, wouldn't have those, but. Yeah,
hey, I want to be like Steve. Hold on, man. He's got shades on.
I tell them, they're like, why do you always have your shades on? I was like, because I don't feel like taking them off. Too much work. What the fuck, you know? But yeah, that's all I got going on right now, man. Just for the rest of the year, just so I can do some family stuff and kick back. And then after that, we're going to reboot, and next year is going to be, you know. Yeah. But yeah, medals are coming, though. Yeah.
It's going to be good, dude.
So what made you want to get like I guess a new logo or do something different?
Well, just because, you know, everybody wants different, you know, you can't always have the same. Well, the old logo that I had, it was just, I liked it, and we kind of rushed it. And so, you know, because I was already starting, but it's still good. It's still a hit. I'll probably make still some of those hats, you know, bring like an old school month back, you know, and bring those back. But those, actually, those logos won't be on a hat just because so much detail on it and stuff, and you can't really do it. So it'll be on a shirt, and I might bring the old beard logos back. Just for the hats, but everybody wants different, man. You have to have different, you know, and that's just what it is. And I mean, there's always gonna be. I'll probably bring some new shit like every other 2 months.
Just don't bring back that baseball tee, because I like to brag that I got the last one.
Well, I won't bring that. That one won't come back actually, but maybe the color of the thing, but you know, different logo.
Yeah, because I like to brag about that one. I'm like, I got the last one.
Next week,
he
he's
actually
gonna be like baseball tees.
Just for that, I'm gonna grab one. I'm gonna get me a special mail.
RT Productions.
Put on the sleeve the last one.
The real last one.
The last one.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna have some,
dude.
I don't know if you've ever seen my my hoodies. I have those 3 hoodies that I had that I did last year. Probably gonna bring those back, and then some other stuff too. So other 3 new hoodies, and
I need to get one, man. Wintertime's coming, brother.
Oh yeah, bro. It's flannel season.
Hey, dude, we're supposed to get a cold front tomorrow, guys. So be ready.
I thought it was tonight.
Man, these weather guys are all full of.
But it's like 60s,
bro. These weather. Look, I'm in the wrong business. I should have become a fucking weather guy.
Like I want to be cold, bro. I want to be cold. Like
these guys have the easiest job.
Bro.
They could bullshit everybody and still be okay.
Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
Y'all are expecting some rain. Does it rain? No. It's gonna get cold. Does it get cold? No. Well.
And then Natasha said he knows what's up about the Banduce joke.
Hey.
Oh, you sick guys.
You nasties.
So I guess we'll go ahead and jump into some topics. So one I want to bring up that's not on the paper because this is kind of from last week because we were kind of hungover. Had a good time. We had a good time last night. But the one I want to bring up, especially with you being a promoter, is so the Quintanilla family has decided to pull the Como la Flor Festival from Corpus because they want the city to pay, I think, like $250,000 or $500,000 out of pocket to run the festival. In the last 2 years, that's been in the red. So they haven't been able to hit the property. So it's kind of more, I guess, what y'all guys' opinion on.
Let me tell you something. Just pay the goddamn money. They're all a bunch of tight asses. You just want to make money. Pay it. You know how much money they've made during those events?
A lot.
Yeah, way more than $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so to me, it's like, and the city's doing the right thing because the way they see it is like, if you're going to have an event of that magnitude and bring in thousands and thousands of people, like literally you're shutting down half of our town just so you can have a festival. You know, to them, the Quintanillas, I know what they're wanting to do is that they're like, well, it's our money. Well, why should we pay you $500,000 or $1 million or whatever? Just to keep it going. Well, yeah, because you're using their city, dude. You're having to use officers to block off the streets. You're blocking off the damn street. You're having to change shit, you know. And I get it, man. But to them, they see it as like, well, it's our money, you know. Don't just pay it. If they were to pay it and keep the festival going, it would be bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, they're like and one thing I hated it because they brought that up, and then they're all like, should San Antonio bring it over here?
Oh yeah, I know.
Get the hell out of here! No,
I do feel like it will eventually come over here, just because San Antonio's obsessed with it.
I feel they will too. I feel like they would do it like just to
Yeah,
bring it
they
to San
probably
Antonio.
would.
I really think they need to stop with it already, man. Like it's
Yeah.
they're pushing too much. They just want to live off what she makes. I just don't think it's.
I think it would
I
have.
don't think it's cool.
I think it would have been good
Yeah.
as a one-off. Which I mean, obviously, I know, just in general, like funding obviously isn't the same year to year, 'cause especially when you have to pull from there. But if you're gonna do such a big lineup like they did the original year, then you have to make it a one-off. If you know you don't got the money to put the same level of performers or get anybody in the same level, because that's really why it's gone trash. Everybody's always talking about like, oh, well, the performers suck. It's not the same.
Well, and the thing is, because look at the artists they get. They get a bunch of the same artists. The same with the Tejano artists. The same Tejano artists. Dude, half those Tejano artists come from San Antonio. And it's like,
that's true.
why can't you get people that aren't from here, that are from other states that are real big, and put those together?
Yeah.
I mean, if AB travels the world and gets to play with all these other artists that from all over, bring them in.
Yeah.
Bring in something different. So when you have the same artist performing over and over and over, people are like, I could see them. They'll be here next weekend playing at a smaller bar. Why do I have to go to?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, and that's I think that's how they messed up on that sense, is because yes, they have a big festival. They're putting a lot of money into it. They have a big stage. They get all the people. They sell tickets, everything. But it's like they want a show.
Exactly.
Bring them a show that's gonna be worth it. Why
Exactly.
bring them a show that's the same artist that I could go see next month that they're gonna be there at the
Yeah.
little raggedy bar down the street?
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like there's a lot of exterior stuff other than the festival to really justify like, okay,
Yeah.
well the lineup sucks, but you know, you get to hang out with hologram Selena and take a picture or something. like
We got big old pictures of her in the back.
yeah, or you can pick which child AB hasn't paid child support for.
Hey.
That's what I was gonna say, man. I ain't gonna want to get on the opinion with this dude. So, anyways, have a bad situation. I think you know about it.
Yeah, I know about it.
But anyway,
man.
we won't get into it though. Keep paying your child support, mother lover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think it's funny when they're like, oh, they're doing a Netflix special. Oh, they're making a sock that turns purple when you yell into it or something. It's like, what? Like, just
Yeah.
like stop, man. Or they're like, we're making 13 plastic cups, but there's only going to be 4 available in your city, and you have to be.
So
37.
I have
It's dumb.
I have a family member that has a body shop here in San Antonio. It's called Abel's Body Shop. It's off Blanco. He was actually the tour bus driver for Selena back in the days.
Oh wow.
And he was a tour bus driver for quite a bit of years. And
Was he in the movie?
And his name,
I don't know, I'm
his
just
name,
saying.
his name
Oh,
is
wait, was
actually
it?
Well, he wasn't in the movie, but the driver
name.
was his name's credited in their album and
Oh,
everything
cool.
too. So
Yeah.
he got to tell me a lot of stories.
I was actually in the movie.
I actually just saw him last night, and we were talking about it, and we were talking about the whole thing, and he was just like, "Let me tell you, man, out of all those
I
kids,
just want to know Selena, how
AB
Selena
was was the worst one because he would
Oh,
always
yeah.
bitch and complain.
Was she
You
really?
know, but huh?
What did you say?
That AB was the worst
Oh.
one because he would
Oh,
always
yeah.
bitch and complain, and he
Yeah.
would always tell the dad,
I can understand.
"Man, I could bring any artist to be bigger than Selena," and he would always be like, "Man, shut up, dude. Just get in the bus and." You know, so,
How was
I mean,
Selena though? Was she nice?
He said that Selena and Chris were always just together. They were just in love,
Mhm.
and it is true though, because every show they would go to, they would do the show, and they say that they'd be waiting for them, and that they would always just go out and eat dinner, go out on their own, and kind of do their own thing. So the rest of the band were always waiting, and
Yeah.
they would get frustrated. But it was like they were just young, they were in love, so
Yeah.
that's why they would disappear
Right,
and
yeah.
do things. And so it's like,
Disappear
okay.
and
But
do
in the
things.
movie, that's pretty much how it was, right? When him and Chris
Right,
were.
yeah.
He put hot sauce on everything.
when
He put hot
he
sauce
had
on
it,
the
when he
pan.
had it in his thing, and he's all. Like,
Shout out to Chris Perez.
He was using it at the panaderia. He was putting hot sauce.
hey, I
on the
tell you
pan.
what, man, he's a very humble and very good guy too, as well. He
He jams still, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, I think he lives here in San Antonio. or
Yeah, he
something.
does.
I met
So
him once.
he's-
Oh, I didn't meet him. But I saw him once at when I used to work at Best Buy.
Yeah.
He came in one time and I bought him something, and where he bought something, and then you have to like get the number and stuff to like pull up the points.
Yeah.
And I was like, he kind of looks like him, but he looks really short. And then like I look it up and like name pops up, and I'm like, okay, so it is him. Bing, bing. And then, like, after he left, I was like, I just helped Selena's husband. Selena's husband. I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Well,
Yeah,
it's kind of funny because
he's a cool cat.
it's kind of funny because there you have like so many famous people that come in already. Like Ginobili, I sold Ginobili a PlayStation during Christmas, so he came in up and he bought a PlayStation. And then Danny Green would lose his phone like every other road trip, so he'd go back in there and replace it because it was either cracked or he lost it, and it was just like.
She'd be like, "Can I keep your receipt? You just sign it for me."
like that was like the one that everybody was kind of like, oh yeah, Danny Green's there, he's back in the corner or whatever. Like everybody else was kind of like, oh, it's Ginobili. Like we kind of try to play it off, and then of course Dave Robinson, he's pretty much just a local legend now. So
Yeah.
she's like, oh, what's up, David? Okay, cool.
Dude, the only time I saw Tim Duncan was at a gas station. He was in his right by his shop that he owns.
Yeah.
And I was at a gas station pumping gas, and he flicked off some lady.
Oh.
And, but his truck is bad. I was like, damn, that's bad. And even when he was flicking her off, I was all like, hey, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
I thought it was funny.
He was like, that bitch, she got it. She deserved it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think she was being a bitch too, because she kept going up to him, and he was just trying to like just put gas and get the hell out
Right.
of here.
Yeah.
But I was like, "Dang, that's cool." Yeah, but
I've heard
he's
that
really
Tim
awesome.
Duncan's like that. Not like that, like flips
Yeah.
him off, but he's kind of just like,
He just
no,
has a- he
I don't
just-
want to like, I
yeah.
don't want anything. Leave me alone.
He just wants to do his thing. That's it. Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
want nobody bugging
But
him.
that was funny because Danny Green's the same way too. So like
Yeah.
when you go in, there's like a little corner where they have the computer. So we kind of like try to get him there as quickly as possible so no one sees
Yeah.
him. So one time for whatever reason he came in like 8 o'clock at night. Cause normally he comes during the day and the week when nobody's there. It was like 8 o'clock at night, and then he goes and he's like looking at phone cases. Somebody's like in the middle of the store, he's like, "Hey, Danny Green, I love you." And then like everybody turns around like,
Oh,
like,
shit.
like, dude. And then the manager was like, "Sorry, like we're gonna have to ask you to leave because like you shouldn't have done that."
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
Come
Like,
on,
at least
dude.
go up to him and just be like, "Yo, hey, Danny Green," not like from across the store. "Hey, it's Danny Green."
You know what's funny is that I had predicted that Manu was gonna come back. So he when he signed on for his last year that we were at the Pearl eating, and I worked at Bakery Lorraine at the time, and we were there for a meeting, and we were outside, and so like right across is that restaurant boutique or botica or something,
Yep.
Takai or
Botica or
Botica, something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we had seen a car pull up, and I was like, "Man, that's funny. I bet you anything that's Manu," because it put up right to the front. And sure enough, he gets out, and it's a Tesla. And I was like, "Oh!" So then he's like, his wife goes inside, and he's on the phone the whole time. And me and my friends are there, and I'm like, "Look, watch, I bet you anything. He's on the phone right now, telling him that he's gonna come back from one last year." Dude, literally that next week, they were like, "Oh, Manu's signing on for one more year." And I was all like, "That was it. That was it. I told you, that was it."
You should
That
have
was
bet that shit.
Hey, he's really cool though,
Did he-
man. Because we even like waved at, we were like waving at him, saying hi, and he was just like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Like, he was, while he was on the
Did he,
phone.
did,
so-
did he have a cap on?
yeah, he had a cap.
I always
on.
think it's funny because he puts a cap on. I'm like, man, look at him trying to hide his bald spot.
I know.
His big ass nose still gives it away. Like, I was like, his nose gives it away. It still doesn't matter. Like, you can't
Yeah,
hide
he
that.
had a
There's nothing
cap
wrong
on,
with bald
Yeah.
people, dude.
That's-
All mad.
And
It's
then,
okay. He's getting there. He's
Yeah,
getting
I'm
there.
there. That's why I let it grow most of the time.
Guys, this is only a wig.
And then one time I had I don't know if y'all remember Fabricio Umberto.
Yeah, real cool guy.
Yeah.
Argentina, right? Is he from Argentina or something or Span? Or
He's summer Spanish. I don't
Summer
know.
Spanish, yeah, something like
So he came in one day and he was trying to buy a Kindle. But it was funny because he was trying. I guess
You said
because
the
he.
Kindles.
I guess he just thought that like San Antonio kind of forgot about him. So he was so like nonchalantly trying to ask like, can he use this to be because he's a coach? Like, can I use this in the NBA? Because he's just like, so my line of work sends me a lot of emails with business stuff on it. Can I access it with this? And I'm just looking at him like, yes. I'm just like, yes, you can access plays on it and watch game film. He's like, can I watch videos if they send me like footage and stuff from my job that I have to kind of review videos? I was like, you mean watch game film? Yes. I was like,
That is
I was like, yeah.
hilarious, man.
And then like I just like, it's just funny because like people are like, I was like, oh yeah, whatever. It's like nonchalant. I'm just like, yeah, okay, cool. And they're just like, you don't get. I was like, it's a person. I was like, he hasn't been playing it forever. I was like, to
He's
freak.
all right, man.
I was like, I'm not gonna like freak him out. I'm like, hey, I know who you are. Like, some of them you can kind of tell. I think I had Michael Salgado come in one time and he's like, kind of like with all these like chains and stuff, and
Yeah.
he's like buying. He's he's like, you want to look up my name? It's Michael, and I'm just like, oh, you're that Tejano singer, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude, whatever you want to.
Always
Like,
plays the same songs every day.
I would have been like, what do you sing again?
you do rap, right?
Michael Martinez?
Michael Martinez.
Is that
How
you?
do you spell your last name again? Sagado?
Sagadu.
I was like, okay, sounds good. So we got some little bit of time left.
You read the topics.
Oh, I wasn't just gonna dip into the question. We got like 12
Oh,
minutes
okay,
left.
sure.
Time flies by when you're having fun.
Oh, I know.
Hey.
So back to the question. What's your favorite pan dulce?
Please don't say your wife's.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, it's good, baby. I'm gonna say the man, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna have to say the Rock. The Rock one. Have you ate the Rock? No.
No.
What is
The
that?
ones that look like little like with
They're
sugar and
pink.
stuff.
They're pink. I don't know. They're pink.
They're pink?
And hard. That's
Like a
The-
pink.
The Rock?
The rock.
I don't
Let me
know what
see.
that is.
No.
What's that about?
That's what my dad
Let's-
calls it.
The rock.
Like pink with sugar or just
It's
like a
just
sugar cookie?
It's something. I guess.
Let's
Maybe
see.
it's a sugar cookie then with the pink on it or something.
Let's see. I'm trying.
It
I'm
sounds
trying to
very
Google
fucking
it.
weird right now.
Those are
Let me
things.
see.
Like, hold on.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
like
thinking.
these.
that whatever that is.
Oh.
What is that? What is that?
These,
Oh yeah, those are good.
right? Those are the ones you're talking about.
Yeah, those are fire.
Yeah, they
Oh.
are fire.
Yeah, those.
But I don't know.
Is
what
that
they're
not
called.
a
I mean,
I
that's
guess
probably-
it's called rock because they come out.
I was gonna say because
I
My
don't
my
know.
my favorite is a little manarrito, the little piggies.
Oh yeah, marranitos.
Those are
Oh,
good.
yeah,
those, are good,
too.
man. With some milk.
Yeah.
Anything with the pineapple
What about
in
you,
it too.
ma'am?
Huh?
What about you?
I like.
no, I'm all like
I know, right? I like empanadas.
empanadas.
Like the
Okay.
calabaza or like pineapple
Yes,
and stuff like that.
that's what I was saying. The pineapple. That's what
Yeah.
I like. Yeah,
Well,
those
The
are good.
pineapple
I gotta bring you some that
empanadas.
my mom makes, man. She makes the ones with the piña.
Ooh.
The next time she makes a batch, I'm gonna bring some to y'all, man. They're
Nice.
Good.
And then
Sounds
mine's the
amazing. His
chocolate
is
concha.
ugly, flavorless.
Really?
Ooh, the
conchas.
concha, the chocolate one. You
the
like
chocolate concha. See, he even calls it the chocolate concha.
Okay, do you think that conchas have a specific flavor? Like each color has a specific flavor.
Yes, it does.
See,
Really?
See?
No,
I told
it does
you,
not.
yes.
What
I
about
told
you,
you.
Steve?
I don't think
does.
so.
Right?
I
I,
just
don't
think
think
it's
so
the
either.
same.
They all
Guys,
taste the same.
No,
It's
they
just-
do.
The
The
choc-
strawberry,
'Cause I like
the
it.
piña, and then the chocolate one.
It's like I barely tasted
You know
it.
what?
Like,
Let's do this. Let's do this next
Exactly.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Next Sunday, let's put it to the test, and we'll bring a whole bunch of them. And then we'll be like,
oh,
we'll all share it, and then we'll.
I have
Well,
to be in the mood,
I've
bro.
gone to one panaderia and I've asked the guy. At least at his, he puts cocoa powder, like the Hershey's cocoa
Yeah.
chocolate milk.
Yeah.
He mixes it with the sugar. So his are chocolate conchas.
Yeah, but you can taste it. You
Yeah.
can taste the different flavoring.
Yeah. So
Oh,
when we went
wow.
yesterday to Sarah's Valqua, I asked them the same question. They told me that it's not. They're all flavored the same, but it's the Fruit Loop effect. Or when you eat Fruit Loops, you think all of them taste different, but they're not. They're all the same
Wait
flavor.
a minute.
Those
Fruit
do,
Loops.
bro.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
Those taste different.
Wait a
No, it
minute.
doesn't.
That is what they said. Well,
Like, have y'all had the Fruit Loop donuts from Carl's Jr.? They taste
No.
just like Fruit Loops.
Okay.
And
But
I
they're all
thought
the
that
same.
each color would be, a different flavor, and it's
but
not.
not.
They all
Yeah,
taste
a
the
Carl's
same.
Jr.
Yeah,
they
but
all
it's a
taste the
donut,
same.
it's not
I
a
know. That's
Fruit
why I say
Loop.
it's kind of hard because
Look, man, I was mad enough about the Skittles. Now y'all are really just blowing my mind right now. I'm like
man.
beyond mad. I'm about to go and
Sorry.
I'm about to go to a panaderia right now and be like, "Tell me it's not true."
tell me it's chocolate.
They're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I know.
I just don't like conchas because they're super dry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Boy, 'cause
they
you
have
gotta-
no
that's
flavor.
That's why you drink the milk. And
You gotta dip it in the leche or the
Yeah.
coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
too
like
much work.
And that's like when we first started dating. She bought the concha. I was like, "Oh, you bought the strawberry concha." She's like, "No, it's a concha." I was like, "No, you bought the pink one. That's strawberry." I was like, "You didn't bring the chocolate concha." And since then, if I can pick it out, I'm picking the chocolate concha.
Oh,
She's
no,
like,
make sense.
and then like that's how she's like, "Yes, I bought you a stupid
Man, those
brown
are
one."
good,
I was
huh?
like, "No, it's a chocolate
Yeah,
concha."
those empanadas look good.
I was like, "It's a chocolate concha.
The
it's not
pineapples
just a
are
regular
good.
one."
Or there's
Um,
strawberry.
So that was our conversation this
know.
morning that we were gonna do
These
as a
look good,
question.
though.
But
Okay,
I
how
was
about
like,
how about sugar cookies? Y'all like the sugar cookies?
Hell yeah.
yes,
Okay, my mom makes a good batch of those. I gotta bring out some of those too.
Those are
like
good.
the
like
rock
the-
ones?
like
Yeah,
the the rock ones. are the-
The rock.
Oh, my dad calls it the rock. Hey, you want a rock? Or what? I'm like, "Shh, let me get a rock, bro. I mean, it's a fucking rock.
Towards the holidays, she starts making all those, man. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna start bringing some.
Or like the
batches of
sugar cookie with the Hershey's on top thing.
Oh, those are good too.
Oh,
Those are
yeah,
good.
those
Those
are
are
good
fire.
too.
Those are fire.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever had chocolate dipped Ritz crackers with peanut butter?
What?
She makes those. They're fire.
Oh, but like homemade.
Dang.
Yeah, she makes them from
Yeah.
scratch.
Oh shit.
She like puts the peanut butter on them and then
When,
dips
when,
them in the
when are we
chocolate.
having a bake off and bake sale? Let's have a bake
We
sale over
should.
here, man.
Let's
Right?
go.
Let's do it.
I can't
Let's
bake.
do it.
I can barbecue.
Bro, we just
Oh,
go down the
barbecue
street to
good luck.
Panaderia and just go get a
I
bag.
was gonna say, all you do is just put it in a pan and throw it in the oven.
$5
No,
to
no,
get
no,
you like
no,
2
no.
bags,
Oh,
bro.
Throw it in the pit and just wait till.
No, but you gotta like caress it and flip it and.
No, you just leave it in there. And
No,
just
bro.
smoke it.
Seasoning.
Just smoke
You
it.
ain't barbecuing it, man.
He's like, no,
fucking-
you just smoke
gotta-
it.
Put some beer on it. You know what I mean? You gotta get into that shit. You know what I mean?
He's,
Oh my
he's over there
God,
cutting
that's
pieces
funny.
off, tasting it.
Yeah. Putting it back.
That's
Maybe.
funny.
Oh,
They don't want none of my barbecue, bro.
Oh, Natasha says wedding cookies and pumpkin empanadas are her favorite.
Pumpkin's good.
I will agree with wedding
Oh.
cookies.
I thought she was
Yeah.
gonna say pigs in a blanket.
Oh, I hate pigs in a blanket. I hate pigs in a blanket.
What?
For
You
real,
don't
even
like
especially from
Why?
Valero. Valero, I hate them.
The ones at
Oh.
Buc-ee's are pretty good.
Yeah, Bucky's.
Those are all right.
He's
Those
like,
are okay.
I like going for the beef jerky.
Bro, Bucky's
Those
is
are good,
Bucky's
man.
is good, man.
Everything's good there.
They're jerky. I like the jerky they have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
we
the-
But it's
like
expensive
jerky.
though, man.
It's expensive,
know.
but it's
Like,
fire.
I get that Hill Country one, the one that's like
Ew,
really, really hot.
Natasha, really? She said an Albert Cakes.
Yeah,
with your cochinadas.
Oh,
You see?
Oh
This
my
isn't-
God.
this
See when we
isn't-
started?
This isn't Sex in San Antonio. That's on Thursday.
all the pinche pan talk, dude. All the pinche pan talk.
That's on Thursdays, not Sundays.
Oh,
Sundays is the holy day.
Son of a
Hey,
seahorse.
hey, we gotta be careful with our topics now, man. Gee,
No
wow.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to sin during the week, not during Sundays.
And I gotta go back to church after this.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
So before we close off this topic, this podcast, I do want to talk a little bit about you being, and I think you're a part of it too, right, Steve? Comic-Con?
Yes, whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Alright.
that's the event we have. I have an event that day, so it's actually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? So I'm gonna either go
Yeah.
Friday or Sunday, cause Saturday I have the Bar dos Muertos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have that. So I'll be there either Friday or Sunday. So.
Yeah, so our big announcement that we've been kind of like we've been putting it here and there on Facebook and Instagram and this like that, but it's official. Like we're gonna be working with Apple, Alamo City Comic Con, and we will be providing all the music, 3 days, 3
Hell
stages. Of all local artists from San Antonio. We have a couple of them from Austin, Texas as well too coming down. But this has been a big thing for us because as a promoter, doing local wise and supporting bands and all that's great, man. But when you have over 40 or 50 bands that have actually come out to wanting to do this, just shows for me like we're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So thank you to all the bands, which we'll be posting about it pretty soon here. Apple will be making an announcement with all the bands actually on the list. So once we do that, like I said, we're just working on a lot of things still, but I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy to be doing it with Apple and at Alamo City Comic Con. It's going to be at Sunset Station. October 31st is going to be the Halloween night edition. The 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd. He's actually going to close out Sunset Station and St. Paul Square, and he's going to have the whole event. He's going to have wrestling and carnival and all the everything. You've been looking at all the actors that he's been getting lately.
Yeah.
So thank you, Apple.
Shout out to you, dude, for holding that gig, dude. So,
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's an honor, man. Hopefully we do it right, and all I want is just for us to have a good time and show the city that San Antonio does have a lot of good talent, man.
Yeah.
So some of the artists that we have out here are going to be some of the best that we work with. That, in my eyes, I think, bring it, man. And it's all genres, man. We have EDM, we have alternative, we have rock, we have acoustic. We have
a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Man.
Nice.
So that's what I want to showcase in San Antonio is the fact that we have very talented people. And they're all local wise. So thank you very much for all the artists, and thank you for letting me be a part of that. So I'm really excited about it. So
Hell yeah. Awesome.
I just think that you're a great promoter because you kind of don't leave, artists behind, and you want to be able for everybody to come up together.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's something that we stress a lot about. I mean, even when we get nationals too, we try to make them feel as comfortable as possible. We buy them food, and we talk to them, and really it's those little things that they appreciate a lot.
Right. Yeah.
And not just that, but local wise here. So local artists here in San Antonio, they do the same thing. When you treat them good and make them feel comfortable and constantly work with them over and over, you start to build a bond and relationship. So I'm glad I've been able to do that. Now, it's not an easy job. It is hard.
Right, yeah.
There are times that, there's shows that maybe we got to pay out of pocket or bands don't get paid and this and that. And I totally understand that. It's a hard industry. It really is. It's not easy at all. But we try to stay humble and try to just stay sincere and try
Always,
to just,
man.
and it's, you're going to have your good gigs and your bad gigs, man. But no matter what, we always just try to work with them no matter what, because everybody deserves a chance in any industry.
Yeah.
So the music industry is just a hard one here in San Antonio. So it's good, man. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
I think you and other promoters and even like us and a lot of people are just trying to shed light now into artists here in San Antonio. So I think that's great that we're all just coming together and helping each other out.
Yes, I'm really in all reality for me to be working with y'all as well too, because y'all have come such a long way, and it's a beautiful thing, dude. Really, it is.
I think we all
because
have, man.
definitely.
And to say that we're all here together right now, doing this together is a huge thing, and I love it, man. And I thank y'all for letting me be on today and talk about this and open it up and everything as well too. So hopefully we'll be able to do more events, and hopefully y'all let me do an event for y'all next year where we'll get some bigger artists. When it gets down to the
Happy
3,000.
I was gonna say, we have some plans coming soon that we might need some help on.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, and just thinking about it, like I remember when we met Steve, I forgot where we were at, where you were set up.
I
oh,
was
shit.
I was in the King William's area. It was like
yeah, some house.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
it was like some little.
Yeah, and then I'll never forget it because the one thing that always stuck with me is he gave me the shirt, and he's like, "I got faith that we're gonna be working more in the future, so I'll give you this shirt."
I remember that. I wasn't drunk yet.
and
I did remember that.
Yeah, and then it's funny looking now, like how much we've worked together and done
Yes.
stuff together
Right.
since then.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And stuff that we still have put way on hold that need to be put out too. But I think it's just crazy how like we started from that. That's like the moment that I always
Yeah.
remember when
It's
we
a
like
small
look
world
back
and
and back, and then now it's
Right,
just
yeah.
like boom, like we're here and now we're doing this and now we have our own little place to do the podcast too when we were just
Shout
doing it
out
out
to
of the
y'all,
house. So
baby.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, shout out to y'all,
it's
man.
nice
We're doing
to
awesome.
take
It's
it all
good,
back
man.
around. But with that being said, of course, one last time plugging everything. Make sure you look out for Steve's new merch when it comes out.
Woohoo.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Congratulations, brother.
Get that.
Thank you.
And of course, Comic-Con coming as well. But mainly, most importantly,
Thank you.
one
Yeah.
last plug this Saturday.
Yes. What is it? Fight Like a Chignona. A benefit for Jennette.
Jennette, yes. So, guys, it'll be $10 at the door. We have a night full of music indoors and outdoors. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have vendors, everything, food trucks. So please make it out. It's all for a good cause. Jennette and Larry Garza, I wish y'all the best. Thank you for letting me help y'all. I
Fight,
know y'all will
guys,
be there.
fight.
Fight. Yeah, thank you, guys.
With that being said, I'm G.
And Donna.
And Steve for being our special guest host. And,
And
Roland
Roland.
for being our guest / guest host. And with that being said, 210 Culture. Bringing the best of 210 Nation.